So this week, a deadline is coming up for contractors hoping to submit the winning design for President Trump's border wall. It's a pretty high-stakes competition. More than 600 companies are pushing to try to get the gig, and roughly 10% of those bidders are Hispanic. NBC's Gotti Schwartz is joining us live via drone at the border in Nogales, Arizona. Gotti, you've been talking to some of these business owners submitting designs, and for some of them, it's kind of personal, right?
Yeah, this is a difficult decision for some of them because some of them actually have family who immigrated from Mexico to the United States. Last week, we traveled to Fort Worth, Texas, to talk to one of those business owners about why he's made the decision to help build this wall. When it comes to building the wall, competition is going to be fierce. There are more than 600 applications to build this wall, 10% of those coming from Hispanic-owned businesses. We're here in Fort Worth to talk to one of those business owners.
So I know we can't show the plans on TV, but can you show us the plans?
Sure. Trump said that he wants a big, beautiful wall. We think our concept accomplishes that.
Yeah, especially that. I mean, it looks like the president's going to like that a lot.
Michael Evangelista Yisasaga is a lawyer turned titan of the Texas construction industry. And for him, building this wall isn't about what you might think.
You're Hispanic. 80% of your workers are Hispanic. Was it difficult to approach this project?
It was. We had to do a lot of soul searching. This is a hot button issue. People are very adamant on one side or the other. There's really hardly anyone in the middle. The whole reason that we decided to do this project is because of the concerns that we had where other companies were proposing more lethal designs.
So you're talking about like the electrified fences and the use of electricity.
Yeah, things like that. Very concerning for us as a company.
Michael has been an advocate for fixing the immigration policy for years. He's quick to point out undocumented immigrants commit less crimes than the rest of the population, and most are here to work. He thinks a wall could actually be a path to immigration reform.
Our hope is that by securing our borders, enforcing the laws on the books, we will finally have the appetite to pass new laws, comprehensive immigration reform, to bring these people out of the shadows.
So step one, build the wall. Step two, start talking about immigration reform.
Step one has to be securing our borders.
So Michael, you're a Latino. I imagine you've got a pretty big Latino family. How did they take this?
Yeah, I got the call from one of my aunts, and I couldn't get a word in for 30 minutes. She was like, "Mijo, estás poniendo un muro fronterizo, estás loco." I mean, it was just, she didn't take a breath, I'm telling you, for 30 minutes.
And it wasn't just his Latino family. He had to convince his entire workforce.
Were you on board automatically, or did it take a little convincing?
Well, no, I wasn't on board automatically. When Michael started talking to us about the vision and how we, in a certain sense, had a responsibility toward bringing a wall that was humanitarian, we kind of thought that, that made a whole lot of sense.
Our hope is that as the great negotiator that President Donald Trump is, that once we have the border secured, then he's going to be able to go to all of the people around this great nation and say this time now to pass a comprehensive set of laws which will allow people in this country, hardworking people, to become full-fledged citizens.
Now, Hallie, what we can't tell you about his plans is that it is a wall about 18 feet to 30 feet tall. This is about 18 feet right here, and it is impossible to climb without the use of a rope or possibly a ladder. Hallie, back to you.
Gotti Schwartz there at the U.S.-Mexico border, taking a live look at the border wall and at Gotti. Gotti, thank you much. I want to quickly bring in our panel, Amber Phillips.